Hey everybody, Hunk Papa Chef here. Today we're going to make a quick and easy meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay, to get going we need about 2 pounds of ground turkey. You can use ground beef if you want. I just like ground turkey. We want 2 slices of sandwich bread and some salt and pepper. 1/2 cup red bell pepper that we're going to chop real fine. 1/2 cup of onion that we're also going to chop up. 1 carrot grated and 1 egg. 1 packet of your favorite brown gravy. And to serve this up, we're going to have prepared some mashed potatoes, or you can use some cooked rice. Either one works. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is cut the crusts off of our bread. Then we're going to place them in a bowl, just a shallow bowl, and add some water just to kind of cover them up. Then we want to get our 1/2 cup of onion chopped up here. Again, you want these really fine because the meatloaf recipe, you don't want big chunky clumps of vegetable in it. And just add these to a bowl for now. Next we're going to grate our carrot. And finally chop it as well. And add it to the bowl. Now we're going to cut what we need from our bell pepper. That's probably good right there. Kind of throw away the pith. Okay, our peppers are chopped up real fine. We're going to add these to the bowl. Okay, to our bowl with the onions, carrots, and bell pepper, we're going to add our meat, our egg. I crack an egg into a bowl each time because I don't want any shell pieces to inadvertently get added to the dish. And then with our bread, what we're going to do is just take each piece and wring them out by hand. Just squeeze all the water out of it. It's still going to be nice and moist. This helps add volume and keep moisture in our meatloaf. Just wring them out really good and add them to the bowl. Now, with very clean hands, we just simply want to go in and mix all this together. Don't be afraid. Just get in there and just blend everything together very thoroughly. Now what we want to do is form a couple of loaves. Kind of divide the meat mixture in half and just kind of form it together so it sticks. Add a little more. This stuff is very loose. It's not going to fall apart, but it's not going to dry out on you either. That's why I make 2. It's easier to work with. Alright, now that I wash my hands naturally, we want to go ahead and sprinkle with some salt and some freshly ground black pepper. At this point, we want to preheat our oven to 350. Alright, so we want a skillet, a non-stick pan, very hot. And what we're going to do is carefully place our meatloaf in the pan. We'll do one at a time. Okay, once it's browned on one side and has released from the bottom, you want to carefully take 2 spatulas, go in, and confidently just flip that puppy over. Okay, when our meatloaf is browned on the other side really well, we're going to use our spatulas and move them into a glass dish that's lightly greased. We also want to repeat this with the second loaf before we place these in the oven. Alright, so we've browned both loaves on each side. We're going to add a little bit of water to our glass dish and lightly tent it with some foil and pop it in the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, now we can start on our gravy while our meatloaf is still cooking. Just prepare it as the package directions suggest. Okay, our meatloaves have been cooking and they're done. We're going to let them rest on the stove here for about 5 minutes. Alright, we're ready to serve it up. To start, we're going to use potatoes today. Like I said, you could use rice if you want. I'm going to put a little portion there. And then we're going to slice our meatloaf here. A couple of pieces, and let's do one more. And then we will ladle some gravy right over the top of the potatoes and a little over the meatloaf if you want. And it's time to eat. And there it is, folks, a quick and easy meatloaf served with mashed potatoes and gravy. Doesn't get any better than this. Dig in.